The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arriving for a historic speech to mark the legacy of a global icon amid great anticipation for the leverage Prince Harry might bring to some of the most pressing social issues facing this generation.
How many of us feel battered, helpless, in the face of the seemingly endless stream of disasters and devastation? I understand. This has been a painful year in a painful decade. We're living through a pandemic that continues to ravage communities in every corner of the globe. Climate change wreaking havoc on our planet, with the most vulnerable suffering most of all. The few weaponizing lies and disinformation at the expense of the many. And from the horrific war in Ukraine to the rolling back of constitutional rights here in the United States, we are witnessing a global assault on democracy and freedom, the cause of Mandela's life.
The Nelson Mandela Foundation seeking to focus on food security and climate change during this year's commemorations under the tagline, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." Prince Harry referring to Madiba's writings in his speech, seeking to better understand a man who always managed to find the light despite experiencing so much darkness.
This is a pivotal moment. A moment where multiple converging crises have given way to an endless string of injustices. A moment where ordinary people around the world are experiencing extraordinary pain. And in this moment, we have a choice to make. We can grow apathetic, succumb to anger, or yield to despair, surrendering to the gravity of what we're up against. Or we can do what Mandela did, every single day inside that 7 by 9 foot prison cell on Robben Island, and every day outside of it too. We can find meaning and purpose in the struggle.
He told the Assembly that since his first visit to Africa at just 13, he had always found hope on the continent, referring to the region as a lifeline, a place where he found peace and healing while remembering his mother.
For me, there's one photo in particular that stands out. On my wall and in my heart every day is an image of my mother and Mandela meeting in Cape Town in 1997. The photo was presented to me by the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu, whose friendship and inspiration were their own treasured gift. My wife and I had the honor of introducing our 4-month-old son to him back in 2019. But when I first looked at the photo, straight away what jumped out was the joy on my mother's face, the playfulness, cheekiness even, the pure delight to be in communion with another soul so committed to serving humanity.
The laureates of the 2020 UN Nelson Mandela Prize also honored in person during the event. Greece's Mariana Varionanis for her work on human rights, and Guinea's Dr. Morisande Kuyate for his efforts in eliminating harmful practices against women. Prince Harry spending a large part of his speech focused on those pressing issues of the day, from the devastating drought in the Horn of Africa, currently threatening millions of people who face hunger and famine, to the climate emergency wreaking havoc in so many places, and the need to reject old ideas and past prejudices in order to build resilience for the present and future, reminding us that Tata Madiba was a man of action, that with freedom comes responsibilities, and that we dare not linger. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.